Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Chair Yoga here with Haley Hinson of Sacred Lotus Heart. Today we are going to be working with the elements of earth and wood. We're going to be bringing in those aspects into ourselves and also allowing ourselves to work with the emotions that can move through along with your yoga practice when you bring in those elements. One of the things that yoga is really beneficial for is allowing a movement form to help you through situations, whether they're emotional or physical, even through your spiritual aspects. What we're going to do today is also incorporate a little bit of the mindset of Qigong along with it. Qigong and yoga work very well together, along with other energy modalities and movement forms. Today we're going to be working a lot in the energy realm or the intention setting. Everyone's going to go through this differently. Everyone's going to feel these things differently. So try not to judge yourself. Try not to have an expectation of yourself. You may sense something, feel something, have an aha moment, or maybe not. Maybe your body just needs to feel the physical movements, and there's nothing wrong with that. So with that being said, I want you to set up your yoga space. We will be using a block and a strap, of course a chair for our chair yoga, and trying to have a non-slip surface, whether that's having a mat underneath your feet, wearing shoes or grippy socks, or even on carpet you can sometimes slip a little bit. So just making sure that you have all the props needed, and also for your Shavasana. If you feel like when we do Shavasana at the very end that you want to be down on the floor, but you know you can't lay flat on the floor, then go ahead and grab some pillows right now and put them by your side so you have them to help prop yourself up later on. When you feel like you have your physical yoga space, that's then where you set up your energetic space, your mental space of your yoga. I call it the sacred yoga space. So when you're ready, sit on your chair, let your feet root into the earth, just like if you were sitting on the beach or out in the park and you have your feet earthing. You're letting them feel the ground beneath you. Letting your shoulders roll back and your tailbone go down. Drawing the navel in and up slightly, having that counterweight position of the pelvis so you're neutral, supporting the spine. Rolling the shoulders back again. Breathing in and out of the body. There's no right or wrong way of breathing right now. Give yourself permission to let go of all the busyness, frustrations, worries, anxieties, irritability. Letting yourself know it's okay to feel good and to take this time for you. And to recognize that we're always changing. So what may have come easy a few years ago, yesterday, this morning, may not be the case at this moment, and to be okay with that. We're always changing. We're going to start with a mudra of having our hands touching all of the fingertips together. The rest of the hands are relaxed in an open formation. And let that just rest on your thighs. We're not pressing the fingers so tightly that the tips are white. We're just letting them gently touch. Let your tailbone go down, pushing the shins towards the front of your body and the heels into the earth, rolling the inner thighs towards each other and then slightly towards the earth. Tailbone back down, slight navel in and up, breathing in and out. Eyes begin to relax. The throat is soft. See if when you breathe in, you can let the soft palate relax, the throat relax all the way down. Maybe even letting the tip of the tongue touch just behind the front teeth at the roof of the mouth. We're going to keep holding this mudra and letting the hands come up overhead, breathing in, sort of making a circle in front. Breathing in, up overhead, let the elbows bend. Breathe out, tailbone down, roll the shoulders back, breathing in. And out. Letting the hands flow back in front of the body, the fingertips facing out in front of the heart chakra. Shoulders roll back and down, tailbone roots into the earth, breathing in and out. You may envision that there is a beam or a gem in the center of your heart center, the heart energy, where you hold hope and compassion. We're going to let the hands separate from each other, turning the palms to face out, the elbows relax down. Let that compassion and love emanate out through the palms, a sense of hope, openness. And then letting the hands relax when you're ready. And we'll start with our physical warm-ups of the body. Starting with the toes, wiggling them, scrunching them, maybe even rolling the feet up to the toes so you can open the top part. Maybe you roll the ankle using the ball of the foot on the floor. Maybe use the heel on the floor and roll and wiggle the foot side to side, opening up parts of the ankle, the feet, and feel the calf and shin beginning to open. All kinds of movements. Play around with it. And then let that foot root back in, and let's do the other one. Wiggle those toes. Roll in all kinds of directions. There's no right or wrong, just play with it. Maybe you find a movement that feels really good that you haven't done in years or in a long time and you forgot. Wow, that feels really good. Or, oh, that one doesn't feel so good. I wonder why. You don't have to answer the question, just being witness. Let the feet root in again, thinking of the aspects of wood or earth today. Maybe today's practice you envision yourself in a forest. Can be any kind of forest. We're going to lift our hands up as we breathe in, let the feet root in, and we're inhaling, reaching up like the branches of the trees. The shoulders roll down, the hands separate even further, tailbone drops towards the earth. Breathing in and out. We're strengthening the lungs. Roll the pinky side of the hands towards the front of the room. The thumb side of the arms roll towards the back of the room. Spread those fingers out wide and then let them relax. Spread them out and relax. Spread them out and relax. Hands come down. Let them just hang down by the sides, wiggling the fingers and rolling the wrists. Still having that mindset or that imagination of being in a forest, somewhere relaxing and comforting to you, feeling that earth floor underneath your feet. Maybe you're alone, maybe you're with others, maybe there's animals, plants around you. Inhale, lift the hands all the way up. Roll the shoulders back and let the arms separate, palms up. Let's do that a few more times. Breathing in and out. Letting the heart center open. Letting the earth's energy, whether that's green or any other color, come in. Maybe there's tinges of gold. Letting hope, compassion, and love emanate from you. One more time, breathing that love, that compassion in to yourself and out. The arms rest, grab the seat of the chair. Lean towards the right, bend the right elbow a little bit. Let the left hip root itself into the chair. And then sit up. We're going to do that to the other side. Left elbow bends now and right one lengthens. Slowly opening the shoulders and the arms. Return to the right side. This time take the chin towards the left shoulder. Breathe in and out. Return to the middle and make your way to lean to the left, chin towards the right. Breathe in and out. Center. Lean one more time to the right side, and this time look to the right. Center. Lean to the left and look towards the left shoulder. Inhale up to center. Take the hands in front, clasp them together. Push the knuckles forward, squeeze the elbows in, rounding in those shoulders, but not slouching. Nice and upright. Squeezing midline, pushing the knuckles forward. Tailbone roots down, feet press in, feeling the strength of the earth and the trees. Big breaths into the belly and the chest, feeling that massage between the shoulder blades. Opening that compassionate part of yourself, even from the backside. Imagining even that you have wings, not just your scapulas, that open wide as you breathe in and flutter as you breathe out. This imagery helps your triceps to wrap around, helps the rhomboids and the trapezius that hold your scapulas to your body. Help them to open and wing by thinking of wings expanding. These muscles are winged shape behind our bodies. When you're ready, lift those arms up overhead. Squeeze the arms towards each other. Take the knuckles up, tailbone down. Like a statue or a strong tree. Earth underneath your feet, tailbone connects, fingertips like branches up towards the sky. Exhale, let the hands separate and swan dive halfway down, let the arms come down. Then bend the elbows and let the forearms come to the thighs. Palms can gently press, or fingertips like we did before. Take the tailbone down and around, taking those wings towards the sky, tucking the chin. Press the feet in, breathe in this curve. And breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. The hands drip towards the floor. Slide the palms towards the knees. Press the forearms into the thighs and roll the shoulders back, opening and expanding the chest. You're naturally going to start to look forward, dragging those palms towards your hips. Your tailbone's naturally going to want to try to float all the way up towards the sky, but we want it to come down a little bit. Draw your navel in towards your spine as that counterweight of the pelvis happens. Letting your gaze come down a few feet in front of you so that your spine, your cervical spine, can be nice and long. So you're not looking up too high and you're not over tucking. You're somewhere in between. Shoulders roll back, squeeze inner body. From the inner toes, inner ankles, inner thighs, roll in and go towards the floor. Tailbone drops down. We're strengthening the body as we open the heart. Inhale, sit up. And relax. We're going to reach out our left foot, point and flex that foot. You can let it be on the floor, you can let it come off the floor. And then we're going to let the toes come up. Heel presses into the floor, rolling the inner thighs in and down as the tailbone goes down. When you're ready, the right hand's going to press into your base leg. We're going to let our heart spill forward, but we're not going to scoop our back, and we're not going to over round. We want a nice long spine, as if we're a doll hinging at the hips. Your left hand can slide down the left leg just to have contact. Tailbone goes towards the earth, squeeze midline and press that right foot in. Head is relaxed. Breathe in and out. Maybe you find yourself sliding down a little further. Squeeze midline, press the right foot in, right hand presses into that right leg. Bring in the sensations of earth. Maybe you smell what it would be like to be in the forest. Maybe you can imagine what it would sound like, feel like, even taste like. Point that left foot. Maybe you slide the heel a little closer and then point. Rolling the inner thighs towards each other. And then flex that foot, toes up, bend the knee. You're going to feel this in your calf and your shin more. Unbend. Press the right foot in, bend the left, and unbend. One more time. Bend. Slide both hands up to the thighs. Press in as we sit up. Slide the left foot close and tuck the toes underneath the chair and let the shins start to come down. We're not going to put any pressure. We're just letting the front of our leg open. Tailbone goes down. Let your sit bones root into the chair, almost scooping forward, looking up. And if you want, you can lift the left arm all the way up. If it feels like you need support behind you, let your right hand come behind you to press into the chair or hold on the chair so you feel sturdy. Breathing in and out. If you'd like to join me in opening more of the front body, we're going to leave the left leg and we're going to let both hands come down to the seat of the chair. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze the arms in and lifting the heart. Scoop the tailbone towards the right knee and press that right foot in. Squeeze the elbows closer together. Fingertips can be facing out to the sides. Good. Round the shoulders a little bit. Let the tailbone float down towards the earth. Slide the left foot next to the right. And let the legs separate, rolling to the outsides of the feet. Hands can still be behind you to support. Take the tailbone forward a little. Roll the shoulders back and squeeze those elbows in. And then rounding. Bend the elbows, let the feet come close together. Walk both feet out, pointing the toes, rolling the inner thighs. Tailbone scoops forward. Inhale, lift the heart and squeeze the elbows in. Scoop the tailbone towards the toes. Good. When you're ready, bend the elbows, sort of slouching in your chair. Flex the feet and let the knees bend. Slide the left foot up, slide the right foot up, and return to your seated Tadasana. Again, imagining that you're sitting somewhere that represents earth and woods to you. The colors, the smells. Maybe where you even feel that inside your body, inside your spirit. Let's open up our right side. Step the right foot forward. Flex the foot. Roll the inner thighs together. Squeeze midline, tailbone drops down. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to slide down, hinging at the waist. Press the left foot, your base foot in. Press the left hand in, maybe even tuck that elbow as the right arm slides down. Or you can breathe gently. In and out, letting the right hip go towards your chair. And slowly point that right foot. Maybe you need to scoot the right heel a little closer and point. Roll the inner thighs towards each other and down to the earth. Tailbone to the chair. Lengthen the spine again. Slowly flex that right foot and bend the right knee. And then unbend. Let the body breathe as you do this. One more time. Hands slide up to the thighs, press in as you sit up. Sitting nice and sturdy in your chair, hands can come behind to support a little bit. As we slide that right foot underneath the chair and letting that right leg open in the front. You might even feel an open sensation from your right pectoral all the way down to the knee, maybe even to the toes. Roll your shoulders back, squeeze those elbows in and press your hands into the chair. Scoop the tailbone towards your left knee and press that left foot in. Shin forward, breathe in and out. Try to avoid tipping the head back too far. Yes, your shoulders, your rhomboids, your trapezoids are all holding the head, but we don't want to give it too much to do. if you'd like, you can lift the right arm up. Maybe swing the left hand behind you a little bit more. Squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other, scooping the tailbone forward. And then when you're ready, coming forward with the arm, with the gaze, sliding the right foot next to the left and sitting up. Good. We're going to do our seated Trikonasana, not from a side angle point of view, but from a forward point of view. Trikonasana, triangle, is a slight twisting motion that we draw our navel to the side, then the heart follows. And what this action does is that it not only massages all the internal organs by helping them to sort of squeeze out whatever is in there that maybe is stagnant, but also opening up so that we can bring in fresh, new oxygen and blood and movement. The emotions that are connected to the spleen, the liver, the gallbladder, the stomach, all have to do with worry, anxiety, irritability, anger, doubt. But the positive aspects of them have to do with having confidence, hope, being able to feel safe and secure, to have kindness for yourself and for others, along with our heart chakra, which has compassion and love for ourselves and for others. So we're going to work on that every time we twist. Think about that you're squeezing out that irritability, anger, the doubt, and you're bringing in hope, trust, safety. This affects everything from the sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, the Lo Dan Tian, the colors of yellow, green, the sensation of earth, love, compassion, and wood. So to start with this, we're going to lengthen out the left leg. Take the toes up. Squeeze the inner thigh. So if you need to walk your right leg to squeeze into the left, go ahead. Take your left hand and place it on your left hip and guide that left hip back into the chair. Maybe even towards the back of the chair just a wee bit. So when you hinge down, I'm facing you. I want you to take your chest and face it towards your thighs. Head is neutral. Come down. You may notice that that left hip tries to lift up. Use your left hand to guide it back down. Let it feel at ease. You're going to feel opening in your sacrum. Take your right hand and slide it down towards the left shin or knee. If you're on the knee, just try not to press the knee joint down. We want that still to be supple and springy. So if you need, press into your thigh and try to push your leg against the hand. Same with the shin. Don't press down to where you're hyperextending. Press that shin into the hand. You'll feel an activation underneath your left hand at the hip. Roll that left hip towards the back of the room, almost as if someone has a small string and they're drawing it that direction. Push the right foot into the floor. Now move your left hand to your heart and let your heart and your navel move towards that left side. If you know twisting isn't great for you, you don't have to do this. You can imagine your body doing it. You don't have to do the physical twist. All right? Twist, breathe out. Roll the left shoulder back and start to take the elbow up toward the sky. And then turn the palm towards the left side of the room. Trikonasana, triangle. Tailbone down towards the earth. Breathing in and out. The hand and the left arm are extensions of the left shoulder. Inhale, unwind. Left hand is now going to be on the shin, right hand on the right knee. Breathe in, center. Breathe out, Take the navel and the heart towards the right a little bit. Draw the right hip towards the back of the room. Maybe even take your right chin towards the right shoulder. Let your left foot relax. Maybe scoop that knee a little closer to you and that heel a little closer. Press it in. The right hip melt towards the back of the room. And then we're going to flex that left foot. Bend the left knee. Inhale as you start to sit up. Press your hands into your thighs. Help yourself come up. And bring that left foot back. Let's even ourselves out and do the other side. Step the right foot out. Toes up. Squeeze the inner thighs. Drop the tailbone down, taking care of the low back. We're going to open up to the outer side first, so the right side, the more open space. So when you're ready, right hand to right hip, guide that right hip back. Lift the heart. Maybe it'd even help to think of those worries, frustrations, the confusion, the doubt, the anger. And as we breathe out and do the slight twist, or imagine yourself doing that slight twist, you're squeezing all of that out. So that when we breathe in, we're bringing in the kindness, the hope, the feeling of confidence and strength. When you're ready, hinge down. Let your hand find a safe handhold without harming any of your joints. Take a few breaths here, facing forward. Squeeze inner thighs, tailbone down, find the alignment. Then, if you know it's safe to twist, or use your imagination to bring yourself into the twist, let your hand hold your heart, and then let it unfold. Releasing all of those frustrations, anger, doubts. Filling it with hope. Slowly unwinding, coming to the middle. Resetting the hands, this time the right hand on the shin, left hand on the left knee, center and breathe. Exhale, twist to the left. Drag the left hip back. Maybe even take the left side of the chin towards the left shoulder. Maybe even point the right foot. Maybe you have to scoot that right heel a little close, and that's okay. Feeling the sturdiness of the earth underneath. And you're strong like wood. Press your feet in. Tailbone drops down. Draw the navel in. Inhale, unwind. Use your hands to press into your thighs. Bend your right knee. Slide the right foot next to the left. And pause. Rocking to the balls of your feet and kick the heels out. Let the feet come back down. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. Put the weight on your heels. Lift the balls of the feet out and rock the feet out to the sides. Let the knees float out as wide as they want. Breathing in and out. Repeating that process. Heels kick out, pause and breathe. Toes kick out, pause and breathe, only going as wide as what feels comfortable for your body. Everyone's going to be different. Maybe you keep going out, and maybe not. pausing in whatever position feels right to you. Tailbone down. Let your hands come to the back of the chair or the seat of the chair. Press in by rolling the shoulders back, squeezing the elbows and pressing the heels of the hands, the palms of the hands into the chair. And then letting the toes come in, the heels come in, the toes, the heels, the toes, the heels, the toes. And sit up nice and tall. Good. All right, we're going to grab our block and we're going to do our warriors on our chair. I'm going to use my block underneath my base foot. I'm going to do my left one first. The block is going to be where my foot is. I'm going to scoot my booty over towards the right because this is a wider base chair. You may be different on yours. You want your sit bones on the chair. You can do full side of the chair. You can do a diagonal in the chair, whatever works for you. Today I'm going to do a full side. So opening the left leg, placing it on the block so that the foot can be on the block. I'm going to scoot back a little bit because I actually want to feel my back against the chair today. You may like that and you may not, depending on the chair that you're in. Scoot to where you feel your leg is being supported by the chair. Your chair may be lower and you may not need the block underneath your foot, or you may be a taller person and you may not need that. Feel your sit bones on your chair and then start to toe heel the right foot out to the right side, elongating the leg. Then scoot it behind you. So maybe you bend your knee and kick the heel behind. And then point the toes a little bit towards the left side and let that right heel kick out. Wrapping that right inner thigh towards the back of the room. Tailbone drops down. Maybe you need to readjust. I need to readjust here so that my sit bones can find the floor. The pelvis is even. Squeezing inner thighs and pushing the feet into the floor. Heart is lifted, but not so much that you're bowing in your back. Tailbone goes down, rooting to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, compassion and stability. Roll the shoulders back, let the arms float up. Look at where both sets of arms are. Are they parallel to the floor? Front knee going towards second and third toe. Then look over the left fingertips. Draw the navel in as you exhale. Lengthen your arms out as if there's little strings guiding your hands away from your center. Your shins are doing the same. Your tailbone drops down and the crown of the head reaches up, feeling the stability of the earth underneath. Become part of the forest. Let your right arm bend. Let your left arm bend. Bring the left elbow or forearm to the left thigh and turn the palm up. Lengthen the spine. Tailbone goes towards the back heel. As we look towards the ceiling, just let the head guide its way over. Reach the right arm up towards the sky and then reach it towards the left leg, over the body, side angle. Feel the right rib cage open up. We're massaging the abdominal muscles, the abdominal organs. Letting go of anger, frustration, irritability, and doubts. Letting go of worry, overthinking. Squeeze midline with the legs. Press the feet into the floor. Inhale slowly up into your Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Swing your tailbone towards the left knee. We're going to tip back a little bit. You can bend your right elbow and bring that hand towards your thigh or even to the chair. We lift the left arm up. Tailbone towards the left knee. Maybe you feel an opening from this left hip all the way up to the fingertips, an exalted warrior. Let your left arm bend. If you need the chair to help you come up, go ahead and use your hands on the chair. Inhale as you come up. And relax. Let your knees start to bend. Toe heel the right foot to the center. Take as much time as you need in between doing the other side. We're going to move the block to the other side and do the same series. Opening the right leg, finding where you're seated, where that's going to work for you. Eventually, you might be able to line up your front heel with the arch of your back foot, taking this outer thigh that's behind you and the inner thigh and wrapping it towards the room behind. Tailbone drops down, squeezing the inner thighs and trying to push the feet away from each other. The shin on the right is lining up with second and third toe. Hips are even. Roll the shoulders back. Watch as the arms unfold, shoulders roll back, and the fingertips are gliding towards the opposite sides of the room. Then look over the right fingers. Virabhadrasana 2, strong, compassionate warrior. The heart open. Feel the earth underneath you. Become part of the forest. Side angle, bending the right elbow, leaning towards the right side, placing the arm on the thigh and turning the hand upwards, palm up. Roll the shoulders back, press that right elbow and forearm into the inner thigh so that the body is long. Tailbone swoops to the back heel, to the left heel. Right arm is pressing in as the left arm comes up and reaches to the right side, opening the whole left side, and maybe you look up towards the sky. As the left rib cage opens with your breath, opening to the possibilities. Squeeze the inner thigh. Press the front foot into the block, the back foot into the floor. Let the left arm reach out behind you. Inhale back into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Tipping back like an airplane banking to the left. You can use the back of the chair. You can use your legs with your hand position. Tailbone swoops to the front knee, the right knee. Come out of that, you can use the back of the chair if you need. You can use your hips. Inhale up. Relax, bend the knees. Toe heel, slowly walking your way out of this. Take your time. Pause at any time you need. We're going to do a seated pigeon, which you can use your strap if you need. If you want, you don't have to, you can use your hands. You can use your block if you need. There are different ways to do your pigeon. We're going to come into it from a tree. So you can use the strap to hold your knee out to the side in a seated tree. You can use your block underneath your foot to create different heights for your foot to be on if holding the foot there doesn't work for you. So let's say you want a little bit of height. You need the strap to lift your foot. That's okay. Maybe you need the strap to hold the knee a little in so you don't over open. That's okay, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe you're able to use the strap or your hands to lift the leg and hold the foot to the inner thigh, not the knee joint though. So you can press in and sit up nice and tall. Press the right foot in, squeezing midline. Notice when you activate, pressing that right foot in and the shin going forward, tailbone drops down, navel rises in and up, and then use the right thigh to press into the left foot as the left foot tries to push into the right thigh, creating balance. Seated tree. Wherever you are in your tree might be where you need to be for your pigeon. You can grab that left foot and draw it over the right thigh, or maybe it needs to come back down to the block. You can also use your strap to hold the leg in place if you need. And then when you're ready, hinging down, left foot is flexed, hinging down. Press the right foot in, push the right shin forward. Feeling the breath move in and out of the body. Letting go of the irritability, the anger, the frustrations, the doubt. Letting kindness, hope, openness come in. When you're ready to come out of this, press your right foot in, maybe use your hands on your thighs to help you lift up. Let the left leg lower down. If you want to use the strap, you can for the other side. That's going to be a preference for you. Same with the block. And first we do the tree. First come out to the outside. If you're using the strap, you can help lift that leg to wherever it needs to go. You can use your hands. But notice you can't just use one leg strength, you got to use both. Squeeze the inner thighs. Press the sole of the right foot into the inner part of the left foot. Use the inner left leg to press into that sole of the foot. Tailbone must go down. Left shin must press forward. Navel must come in and up to have your center. You can practice this lying down as well as standing. Believe it or not, it's most challenging sitting down in a chair. It takes even more balance than when you're standing. When you're ready, come into pigeon. Wherever your foot needs to be, right foot is flexed. Tailbone goes down and slowly hinge forward, squeezing midline, letting the guidance of earth and wood guide you, opening the sacrum. When you're ready, using your hands on your thighs, pressing yourself up to come out of this. Sitting up nice and tall and letting that right foot come back down. Counter pose, you walk the feet wide apart and let the knees drift in. Let your feet come back into center. You can choose either to walk your feet out in front or do toes up and do a forward fold. Maybe you would rather bring the leg up into the air and point the toes and sit up nice and tall. Whichever one works for you. So you can either do like a scissor or a flex. Maybe you do a forward fold. Whatever you do to one side, slowly come out and do to the other. You can use your strap or your hands. When you're ready, come out slowly and start to decide how you want your Shavasana. If you'd like to lay down on the floor with your feet up on the chair or up on a wall, or your feet draped over a pillow, go ahead. If you need pillows or something to prop up the top part of your body, the chest, the back, so that your legs can relax in a reclining position, please go ahead and do that. If you'd like to sit in your chair or have an ottoman or another chair underneath your legs, do whatever works for you. I'm going to stay in my chair, but if you want to come down to the floor, go ahead. There's no right, there's no wrong. Just make sure that it's a space that you feel like you can relax and be at ease. One where you feel like you can root your sacrum and your body to the earth. Feel one with the earth. Feel one with the aspects of wood and trees. Whether you're seated or lying down, feel the earth underneath the body. The eyes relax and the throat open. Feeling the weight of the world let go. As the forehead relaxes, the jaws ease. Imagine yourself in that special forest. Allowing the wisdom and assistance of earth and trees, plants. Connecting to the color green and the color yellow. To the emotions of the heart, the spleen, the liver, the gallbladder, and the stomach. Bringing the positive aspects of them of compassion, love, kindness, openness, and hope. Letting the body feel heavy, and yet it's almost floating. Letting yourself become one with the forest. smell, the taste, the climate, the sensations, the emotions and feelings of the forest, of the earth. Physical body trying to call you back. Even though you may be reluctant to leave this special place, know that you can always return here. Slowly bringing that wisdom and those sensations back into your physical body, along with your energetic body, your emotion, your higher wisdom, your spirit, all the soul parts back into the body. This temple, this vessel you have on this journey, this life. Let it feel compassion for itself, love and hope for itself. Feel open, feel courage and strength, knowing that that can always override the stress, the anxiety, the irritable feelings, the uneasiness, the doubt, and the anger. Feeling the connection of the earth underneath again as you wiggle fingers and toes. Scrunching the feet, rolling ankles, rolling hands, making fists and releasing them. Yawning, stretching, making funny faces. If you chose to lay down, slowly start to calculate how to roll to one of your sides, and a side that works best for your health and well-being. Start to slowly move into that. If you stayed seated, just start to wiggle around more. Either way, having the intention of connecting the nervous systems with the circulatory system, left and right sides, top and bottom, back and front parts of the body connecting. Slowly making your way to a comfortable seated position, whether that's in the chair, on the floor, whether you are with your feet on the floor or more of a yoga state. It doesn't matter, whatever works for you today. Something that feels comfortable. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Do something that feels right to you. Adjust yourself as you need. So that you feel like you're sitting up nice and tall. All that beautiful energy that you've brought into yourself. Rubbing your hands together. Think of all the manifestations, prayers, good wishes, and intentions that you have, whether they're for yourself, loved ones, community, the world, the universe. When you feel like you have them all ready, we're going to open up our hands and shine the palms out to each other and out to the universe. So build those all up. And when you're ready, letting those hands separate, letting the palms shine out, your manifestations, prayers, good wishes, intentions. If there is a saying, an affirmation, a mantra that you like to do for yourself, it helps you to feel connected, centered, and full, feel whole. Go ahead and do that now, whether you say it out loud or in your mind or through your spirit. And today, for our closing, we're going to shine our palms out to each other, sending that connection of Om, the sound of the universe, that we're all connected as one. That same sense that Amen and Shalom, those words came from Om as the word traveled throughout different cultures and lands. Shanti meaning peace. So as we say our Shantis, we're not only having peace within ourselves in that divine spark, but we're sending it out to the world and to each other here today. And Namaste, we'll bring our hands together in prayer hands. A way of honoring and thanking each other here, saying my soul, my spirit, my light honors your soul, your light, your spirit. If you'd like to join me, go ahead. If you don't want to, that's okay. Big breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Let yourself relax, slowly coming back, maybe even feeling those vibrations from each other, from the world, from the earth, from the forest. Thank you for joining me in this gentle chair yoga class, for working with the elements of earth and wood, helping yourself to let go of the frustrations, anxiety, and stress, and welcoming in hope, health, and well-being, and kindness for yourself. Letting your heart center feel love and be able to give it just as readily. Take as much time as you need to come back from this. This was a strong class. If you'd like to ask even more questions about what you experienced today, if you'd like to ask those questions today, go ahead and unmute yourself and you can ask. You can also put it in the chat box and I'll see it. If you'd rather share those experiences privately with me, remember that you can go to my website, sacredlotusheart.com, and email me from there. You can also contact me through social media. You can also book a free consultation to be able to talk about those things that you'd like to learn or work on using some of my other services as well. Don't forget about the YouTube channel, where each week we try to put up a video or two, whether it's from the Tai Chi and Qigong classes, chair yoga, meditation, or my other healing work. If you have a question, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask, or you can write in the chat. And as always, thank you to Cook and Aspen Library for providing these classes for everybody. It is greatly needed and greatly appreciated. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions about their practice today? or their practice at home, or something they'd like to share with the group that they experienced or felt today. It's okay if you don't have any questions today. We went pretty deep into our energy fields and auras, into our psyche. We released some stuff that maybe you didn't realize you were holding in those parts of the body and even in your mind and your emotions. It's okay. I will see you next week. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, warm, and take care of yourself. Namaste.